We're going to hear from Elizabeth Scott first. Okay, what district are you from, Elizabeth? She's from the 39th district. She's going to...
Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow patriots, welcome to your house. I am Elizabeth Scott from the 39th District, which is most of Snohomish, most of Skagit, and a chunk of northeast King County, basically from Monroe to Sedro-Woolley. Monroe, Sultan, Goldbar, Index, Skykomish. Oso is in the middle of my district. Thank you for all your help in March and April of last year. I'm a wife and mother. I taught college English as a second language for 10 years, including 2 years in Red Communist China, right after the Tiananmen Massacre. I was there from 1989 to 1991, and that is where I learned to understand and appreciate our constitutional freedoms, our innate freedoms that we are born with and that our Constitution is designed to protect. I also spent 3 years teaching in the United Arab Emirates in the Persian Gulf. I will not comply with I-594. It is unconstitutional, unenforceable, and unjust, and I said quite a bit more about that at the December rally. So if you didn't see it, be sure to look up all our speeches from December.
Awesome.
Today we're here on the Capitol steps because this is the people's house. It is yours. Taxpayers paid for it, and your taxes pay for the ongoing upkeep, maintenance, and staffing of this building. Ever since our state was founded in 1889, open carry has been allowed in the galleries overlooking the legislators. And why not? It says right in our Washington State Constitution, in the opening sentence, "We, the people of the state of Washington, grateful to the supreme ruler of the universe for our liberties, do ordain this Constitution. All political power is inherent in the people, and governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed, and are established to protect and maintain individual rights." Article 1, Section 24, many of you already know this, says the right of the individual citizen to bear arms in defense of himself or the state shall not be impaired. So, if this is your house and you were born with certain inalienable rights that cannot be taken from you, including the right to protect your own life, and the legislators only have the power that you loaned to them, then if the legislators abuse that power and ban you from exercising your natural rights, then is that just?
No.
No. So you must take back that power that you loaned to them, because the legislators have not kept their part of the bargain, which is, and they swore to uphold this, to protect and maintain individual rights. In fact, the Speaker of the House, without even a vote of the legislature, let me make that clear again, we did not get to vote on this change, this rule change, about open carry in the gallery and the hearing rooms. One man declared the open carry is no longer allowed in the galleries or the hearing rooms. He is telling you that you cannot carry a gun in your own house unless you pay them for the privilege and register yourself and get fingerprinted. Is that just?
No.
That is absurd. But it's worse than absurd. It is insidious. This infringement on your right, this particular infringement on your right, has been a goal for a long time. Representative Shea and I can attest to the fact that the staff was talking about it last year and the year before, and I'm sure it goes earlier than that. I've only been down here 2 years. I'm just beginning my 3rd year, but I'm sure there's a long history of discussion among some of the members of this House and the staff on how to further infringe upon our rights. It has very little to do with any activities here last month. It has everything to do with power and control and intimidation, as is evidenced by the onslaught of gun-grabbing bills that have been introduced so far this session, here and around the country, sponsored by legislators whose campaigns and gun-grabbing conferences are funded by billionaires who have their own armed security guards. Did you hear about the over 200 legislators representing all 50 states who attended the inaugural meeting of a new group on December 8th called American State Legislators for Gun Violence Prevention? One of those 200 plus legislators who attended that gun-grabbing strategy conference is the chair of the Judiciary Committee of this House. Track the gun bills using WashingtonVotes.com and the legislature page. Google Washington State Legislature, you'll find it. You can call the Judiciary Committee chair who attended that conference, and you can tell her your thoughts. If you don't have this number in your phone, I encourage you to take out your phone and put this hotline in, and you can direct it. You can say, I want this to go to the chair of the Judiciary Committee. That number, this is the legislative hotline to call about any bills. 1-800-562-6000. You don't even have to know your district number. You tell them your address, and then they send it directly to your state reps and your senator. When I thought about this rally today, I asked myself two questions. It does mean giving up a night with my family last night, okay? So I weighed it carefully. Should I go to this one? I've gone to the others, but should I go? It came down to two questions for me. Number one, does this new rule impair a citizen's right to keep and bear arms? Yes. Certainly it does. It says that you can't unless you register and pay and hide the gun under your clothes. Sometimes we can do that, but we don't always want to do that, and not everybody wants to get registered, right? Some people prefer to carry like this. Question number two, will this new rule save lives? No. No. In fact, it could even put lives at higher risk, and I attest to you that it does. I carry a gun every day, not this one. A little more concealed than this one. I carry at least one gun every day because a cop is too heavy and a guard is too heavy. Even here at the Capitol, there are not enough police and guards to see everything and to protect everyone. It's physically impossible, you know that. Therefore, you should have the right to be ready to protect your own life and those around you. Bad guys don't obey signs on doors. That's right. Or rules printed on paper. Look at the terrorist who shot and killed an unarmed guard in Ottawa at the Canadian Parliament last October. Yeah. Then he stole a car and drove up closer to the Parliament building, ran in, shooting at the doors as he ran past the caucus rooms where the members were discussing the bills. What stopped his rampage?
A man with a gun.
A good guy with a gun, an armed guard. Frankly, I want as many good guys with guns as possible on this Capitol campus. And in the galleries. It makes me feel safer. I feel unsafe. I feel like a sitting duck when I see a sign that says gun-free zone, because that's where the mass shootings occur. Hello. But guess what? Really isn't about my feelings, is it? It's about yours and my God-given rights to protect yourself. Woo! Period. The Constitution unites us because it is based on unchanging principles. I swore to uphold it, and so have many of you. Will you stand firm?
Yes!
Will you be strong and courageous?
Yes!
God bless you. Woo!